So in this lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about AutoCAD and the Draw and Modify toolbar panel. Okay, so go ahead and open your AutoCAD, and I went ahead and opened my set dash inch template. You don't have to if you don't want to, but get to where your AutoCAD matches mine. So what we're going to do first is talk about the Draw command. Those are on the Home tab. And the first one we'll start out with is the line command. So you can use the L enter just like we did before to draw lines. You can type in the coordinates. You guys know that. We can type in L enter for line. We can either type in coordinates or we can click around with our mouse to type those in. So those are pretty simple. I'm going to press escape to undo that one. So lines are pretty simple. Arcs, there's lots of different ways to draw arcs. So your arc command is right here, arcs. If you click up here, it's going to take you to a simple 3-point arc. If you click the button below, that will show you all the different ways that one can draw an arc. And notice any of these, if you just hover your mouse over top of them, it will kind of show you what exactly how it works. And then if you look in the little video picture down there, it will show you the 3 different clicks that were made in the order that they were made in order to form that particular arc. The next button that we'll talk about is our polyline command. It kind of looks like a sideways J. Okay, so what this polyline does is kind of like a bunch of line segments that are connected together. So you'll notice if I were to select this polyline, it kind of grabs it all as one, whereas this other segment over here that I made out of individual lines, it kind of sees those as individual pieces, where a polyline, they're all together. The next commands over are polygons, and these are right here on your draw toolbar panel. You have a rectangle, and if you click down to the dropout below, you'll see polygon or rectangle. So if I were to do polygon, I've got some options down here, the number of sides. So let's say I want to make an octagon, so 8 sides, 8, enter. Specify the center. I'm just going to click over here with my mouse. Then you got some options to pick whether you want it inscribed or circumscribed. So that's just kind of based on the particular information you're given. I'm going to choose I for inscribed. And then I'm going to use my mouse to pull out the radius of the circle, or I could type in a number, whichever works. Okay, so I'm just going to move my mouse on this one and then click. So now what you have is a regular polygon. That's that particular shape. You can also draw rectangles. So up here, there's a rectangle command. So I can click to draw in my rectangle. Okay, so it sees that all as one piece again. Okay, not just 4 individual lines. It sees it all together. I can draw in a circle right here, or I can type in C for circle, either one. So C, enter for circle. The first thing that I need to do is read, and it tells me to specify a center point. So I can either type or click my center point. Then it's asking me for specify radius of circle. And you'll notice on this one it says or, and then in brackets it says diameter. So sometimes you're given the radius, sometimes you're given the diameter. Now most people would think it's really simple to, either multiply or divide by 2, but sometimes it's not that simple. They're not easy numbers that you can quickly multiply or divide by 2. So if you need to change that question and want it to put in the diameter instead, at this point in time you could type in D, enter for diameter, and now it's going to change your question. Instead of asking for the radius, it says specify diameter. So then I could type in, say, 2, and there's a diameter 2 circle. Ellipses, there's lots of different ways to draw ellipses. So here's your ellipse command right there. Okay, you can also draw construction lines. We'll practice those a little bit more. And then you also have text commands. Those are over here under your annotation toolbar. You have multi-line text, and if you click just below that to the drop down, you'll have single line text. And I'll let you play around with those to figure out which one that you'd like to use best. Just be aware that when you do start multi-line text, you get a new tab up at the top, and you'll see things in there that you're used to seeing in any other program that involves text, like bold and italic and underline and your justification, those sort of things. You'll see that in there, so you can play around with how to use the text. Alright, we're going to quit right here, and we're going to go into modify commands next.